Ex-alcoholics. When did you realize your family secretly wanted you to relapse? When I first decided to get sober, my family seemed genuinely supportive. They praised me when I hit my 1-month milestone, even threw me a small celebration at 3 months. I was optimistic since for the first time, I thought they really believed in me. But gradually, their enthusiasm faded into skeptical looks and sarcastic comments. At family gatherings, my brother-in-law would forget and offer me beers repeatedly, laughing it off as an innocent mistake. My mother would roll her eyes and say things like, "Sure, congrats, but let's see how long this one lasts." I felt isolated, but I stayed determined. After 9 months of sobriety, I attended another family dinner. I arrived hopeful, but from the moment I stepped through the door, something felt off. There were hushed conversations, subtle smirks, and whispers when I turned my back. My aunt loudly offered me wine 3 times, laughing each time I declined. My mom joked in front of everyone, "Wow, almost a year sober. Should we call Guinness?" People laughed. I forced a smile, feeling completely humiliated. Midway through dinner, my cousin Sarah discreetly pulled me aside, looking guilty and uncomfortable. She admitted she'd overheard our family members taking bets on when I'd relapse. My own mother, brother-in-law, and even my favorite uncle had all wagered I wouldn't last. Hearing that felt like a punch to the gut. I stood there quietly, my face hot, fighting back tears. Sarah apologized, clearly ashamed of them, but I reassured her she'd done the right thing. Despite the pain, I resolved then and there not to let their cruelty derail me. When my 1-year sobriety milestone arrived a few months later, I kept it quiet. I gathered my sobriety chip, framed the certificate, and organized a fancy family dinner at an upscale restaurant, inviting everyone who placed bets against me. They arrived casually, laughing and chatting as though nothing was wrong. Mid-dinner, I stood up calmly, tapping my glass to silence the room. I announced clearly and loudly that I'd officially been sober for over a year, holding up my chip and certificate for all to see. The silence was deafening. Faces turned red, eyes widened, and uncomfortable coughs echoed around the table. I looked each of them in the eye and said, "I'm fully aware you bet against me. You doubted me, mocked me, and expected me to fail. Well, tonight you're all going to raise your glasses and toast to my sobriety because I won and you lost." One by one, humiliated and ashamed, they awkwardly lifted their glasses. My mother stared at the table, her cheeks red. My uncle couldn't even look me in the eye. The vindication felt amazing. After the toast, I calmly announced I was permanently distancing myself from them. I deserved people who genuinely believed in me, not those who treated my struggles like a game. As I left the restaurant that night, I felt lighter and freer than I had in years. I wasn't angry or bitter, just finally empowered. My sobriety was mine alone, and I wasn't going to let toxic family members undermine it. I walked away without regret, knowing they lost more than a bet that night. They lost me.